Hey, what's going on, man? Um, it's your boy. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I pretty much haven't been doing nothing but just chilling. Excuse me. I haven't really been bothering people like that, yo. Um, but I hope everybody's doing well. Um, I just wanted to speak a little bit on the importance of having, a man and woman inside the house, or to feel that masculine and feminine energy. You know what I mean? And for years and years and years, man. Um, been trying multiple methods to separate, us as people, and they're still fucking doing it. That's why the natural balance of things is so fucking out of order. Because as far as I've been on this earth, human beings are the only fucking creatures that want to go against their fucking nature. I don't see no killer whale trying to fuck a walrus. You know what I mean? But fellas, for it's important to have a woman inside the house because, you know, when it comes to raising kids, and let's just say that your woman is a stay-at-home mother, or she could have a part-time job or something like that. But either way, the majority of her time is going to be inside the house. What she is doing is maintaining, you know, um, balance and order from, with her feminine energy inside the house with the kids. She's taking care of the house, she's taking care of the garden, she's bathing, she's feeding the kids, she is, going out and doing, recreation activities with the kids, while you were at work. The majority of her time could be at home with y'all kids. You know what I mean? And it I need for my brothers out there to understand that that is a lot of emotional fucking work on a woman. It really and truly is. Just because she's a stay-at-home mother doesn't mean she's eating fucking Doritos all fucking day. It ain't fucking happening, my dude. And for the brothers that's out there, that understand this, I'm not talking about y'all. Obviously not. I'm just talking about for the brothers out there that, you know, don't really have an idea about how important it is to have, you know, um a woman inside the house. You know what I mean? So now we have to go on to having, that feminine energy. Because the fact of the matter is, women are more emotional than men. It's from my experience, women are more emotional than men. You know what I mean? So when a woman is in, her divine nature, as a feminine fucking woman, what you understand is that what you need to understand is that she has literally invested her entire fucking being into you. She trusts you, you know, she trusts you to give her guidance, direction, and logic, protection, and provide. You know what I mean? So, ultimately, that means submission. And for some women, you know, they also trust you in leading, because you got to remember that not all cultures out there need a man to lead, and that's the God honest truth. you know so you have to understand the type of woman that you're dealing with, because she may require you to just provide and protect, or she just may need you, to provide and protect, and also lead inside the house. So you gotta, and I think that for somebody, as far as my life is concerned, I get into conversations with these dudes, man, and a few of them, They often get into a conversation with their lady and their woman gets mad and they're like, man, I don't feel like dealing with that shit, man. And I'm like, yo, that's where you fuck up, because you allowed her to just go on a rant, which makes no fucking sense. You cannot do that as a fucking man. And I'm telling you right now, no woman out there is going to disagree with what the fuck I just said. She needs to know that her emotions are in a safe place with you as a man. So with that being said, if you don't agree with what she just said, yeah, you, first of all, you need to be calm. Be honest, but be calm about that shit. You know, you can't get, emotional like her. Because I'm telling you right now, that relationship is done. It's not going to happen. Women need emotions to survive. You know what I mean? So depending on what kind of emotions she's displaying, you can't, no. No. If she's pissed off and angry, nah, don't feed into that shit. You need to bring her back down to fucking earth. She needs to know that, she needs to know that when she's upset or she's feeling frustrated or any other emotion out there, she could come to you and she could talk. She could communicate with you as a fucking man, because she's depending on your honesty, your calmness as a masculine brother. I'm telling you right now, man. And it's happened so many fucking times with me, yo. I've gotten into conversations with women, yo. And of course, they get upset, or feel frustrated. And I can feel that they are. I really can. You know what I mean? So when they do get that way, I got to bring them back down to earth. So what I do is that I battle my logic with their emotions. But if it comes to the point where they're taking personal shots, where they're trying to insult me or whatever, I'm like, okay. I tell them straight up. You let me know how that shit works out for you when you're getting your fucking 40s and 50s and above, and you got no man to come home to, because no man out there is gonna put up with that bullshit. And I mean no fucking man. And I can promise you, if she does find a dude, I can promise you that motherfucker's weak as hell. I fucking promise you. But if you have a good woman on your hands or whatever, if she gets, upset and she's not insulting you, she's not she's not shaming you or none of that shit. She's just upset. You gotta bring her back down to earth, yo. Can't get upset with her. It's not going to fucking work. So you as a man, I'm not gonna say who has a harder, men or women, because as far as I'm concerned, we both have it. We both have it hard in this fucking world, especially today. But that's what I wanted to say about, the importance of having a woman inside the house, yo. We have to have, as a man, we have to know that we are also in a good place with a woman. Hence the reason why, a mother has that connection with her children, because she's been carrying those kids for 9-10 months. We have to know. Now, I'm not saying that, a man should be with a woman who is his mother, because that's not going to work. You know what I mean? He may want a woman that is sort of like his mother, but he doesn't want his woman to be his mother. And no woman out there wants to be a mother to a grown ass fucking man. That ain't going to work. Trust me. Because that's like saying I got to deal with another fucking child. Like, nah, it's not going to work. So ladies, I just want y'all to understand is that when you're dealing with a man, like only speaking of it, make sure that, he has some kind of goals in his life. He's ambitious. He has a vehicle. He has a home, or he's on his way to achieving those things. You know what I mean? And he provides a safe place for your emotions, you know, because it may not be always easy, but, when you get into, a conversation with your man, or potential future man, listen to understand. Don't listen to respond, because I met plenty of fucking people out here that always, they don't say anything, when I'm talking. And then when I finish saying something, they don't acknowledge what the hell I said, which basically tells me that your ass wasn't paying attention whatsoever. You're not trying to listen to understand where I'm coming from. That's not how fucking conversations work. You as a student don't go inside of a classroom, and, on a college fucking campus, yeah? And your fucking professor, asks you a fucking question, or he finished giving you a fucking lecture, and you just say something, or you respond by raising your hand, and you say something that has nothing to do with what the fucking professor said. Nothing. It does not fucking work that way in conversations. And anybody who think that does, do yourself a favor. Leave them the fuck be. You know what I mean? So those are the things I just wanted to, speak, a little bit of things I wanted to speak about, yo. About we need each other. I don't, it's not, I don't need no man. I don't need no woman and all this other bullshit, man. Like, stop getting caught into that fucking social media bullshit, man. Do you know how easy it is to spread a fucking lie? I could go up to somebody right now, yo, and say something and be like, yo, such and such was talking about you. And then next thing you know, that individual goes to that person, and then next thing you know, a fight starts to break out. Or they believe that shit. That's what the fuck social media is. It's an example is that, women are they're not being paid as much as men. Well, if I could tell you right now, that's bullshit. In some cases, the reason why women are getting paid less is because the jobs that require a lot of dirty work, like in a shipyard, the military, construction, electrician or whatever, they get paid a lot. And what's happening is that you're not seeing women in an abundance go into those career fields. You don't. And on a personal level, I can tell you right now, I've seen women that are getting paid more than fucking men. So stop believing that horse shit. Because this is yet another fucking method that they use to separate us. Stop that bullshit. Especially when you got fucking kids. You're literally setting up your kids for fucking failure by believing that shit. You know what I mean? So if you don't agree with something about, a particular subject, go fucking do the research and find out if it's true or not. And trust me when I tell you what I just said about these career fields and shit, I've done the fucking research. Okay, I've been to fucking the military, and I can tell you right now that the standards of doing the push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run in the Army is completely different for the fucking women. So I don't want to hear that shit. Because I've seen a few women in there, but isn't it an abundance of women? No, it's not. Because a lot of women just don't feel like going to that fucking career field. It's the same thing in the shipyard, same thing in the electrician, the construction worker, and any of these jobs that require hard labor fucking work, you're not going to see an abundance of women in it. And, so stop believing it. You're going to put yourself in a world of trouble. So, with all that shit being said, Under, ladies and gentlemen, understand yourself as a man and woman and why you're on this earth. Ladies, stop talking about, oh, I don't need no man. I'm independent. Congratulations. Go have a fucking Coke and a smile. No one gives a fuck. Fellas, stop being fucking dishonest, man. That's what really fucks us over. Because if you are fucking dishonest within yourself, you're gonna be dishonest to other people. And that's when you fuck it up for everybody. I'm sick of that shit. Because now I have to go through some bullshit about what, her father did back in 1989, and I have nothing to do with that shit. Like, it's a waste of fucking time, Naman. Stop that, boy. Stop that. So. And if you do get into a conversation, and again, if you don't agree with somebody said, that's fine. Explain why you disagree with it. In detail, specify. There's nothing wrong with saying that, you was wrong about how you had a certain outlook on a particular subject. There's nothing wrong with that shit. If anything, it shows you how fucking humble you are, yo. I've had conversations with complete and total fucking strangers, yo. When it comes to, me being humble. Some of them said, yo, I'm the greatest, soccer player, around, that they've ever seen before. And I don't get cocky about that shit. I don't. I appreciate it, the comment and everything. As many times I've been told that, I had, good parents and, and all that shit. I tell them thank you. But, and then we continue on from the conversation from there. But it shows you how humble I am. And there's nothing no one can say to me about that shit. You really have to do the research, yo. Because there's a lot of people out there who are hurting inside because of something that has been involved with their childhood. The man or the woman wasn't around. And that's going to cause a lot of fucking hurt. But y'all take it easy, yo.